Uh-oh. That is not Mima live. I gotta go here and say okay. And then do this. Oh my goodness. There. Sorry. I ruined the surprise. Ah, I hate it when I do that. I hope everyone is well tonight. I see that Great Jams open. Stephen is here and Carlos. Hello, hello, hello. I am wearing my special, one of a kind Vineyard Chicks t shirt. The only one in the world, I might say, that is black with these colors. Because my husband's a whiner and he wanted a black shirt. And I think they did it on purpose, but for some reason it was just a little bit too small for him. It was a little bit small on me too, but I made some modifications after learning how to do so with the Vineyard Chicks. And yeah, there you go. Vineyard Chicks. Oh, Stephen. Oh, Stephen. Oh, Stephen. She is in the hospital. That was taken this morning when I went to visit her. The poor, 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 poor woman. Yeah, yeah, she is. She's back in the hospital. Well, yeah. Hi, Tammy. Rebel Canners, how you doing? Yeah, she's back in the hospital. Her knee has now dislocated. Her new knee, the one that they um just sent in, has been dislocated now 4 times. One time she did it herself, and 3 times it happened while she was in the hospital. So now she's on complete bed rest. She's got her leg completely immobilized. There is talk about having to go in for a second surgery. Um, yeah, they don't really know what's happening. Yeah, very, very, very painful. She's in a lot of pain. They are doing pretty good with pain management, but it looks pretty bad. You'll see in the video when I show it that she doesn't look super her leg. I mean, she looks good. She looks beautiful. Hi, Josh. How you doing? You could send flowers to it's the Cowichan Valley Hospital in Duncan, British Columbia. Duncan. Room number 304. Yeah, and I didn't know enough about it to even think to ask for it, Stephen. They should have had a leg brace on her. I mean, good grief, she's 82 years old. Um, she's got other issues as well. She doesn't have the strength to be able to really move herself. It's all in God's hands. My sister sent a beautiful, yeah, the doctor should have known to do that. I'm really surprised they didn't, but you know what? They want you up and walking the day after surgery around here. But yes, they should have had her in one of those knee braces that bends. Hey, Bushcraft, how you doing? That bends at the knee, at the very least, to give her some extra support on her legs. Yeah, so that's been my world the last several days is running back and forth to the hospital. She is in relatively good spirits considering all that's going on. Yes, poor, poor Mima. She got a teddy bear friend. Yeah, that's kind of I don't know if I'll get in trouble for saying this or not, but that's your free medical system, right? short-staffed, underpaid. But yeah, let me show you. She looks pissed in that picture. Well, I think she's always maybe a little bit high. I don't know exactly. I didn't ask what medications they are using for pain. I know what they were using, and they can make a person a little bit dopey. Um, yeah, free is not always better. That is for sure, for sure, for sure. I think she might be watching. I was talking to her on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I told her. She deserves all the meds that she wants. I said, you don't be shy about asking for pain medication or for anything else that you need. I need to take her some decent food because she's not eating. The food is pretty unedible. Um, I've definitely seen better. Mima's in the hospital, Charles. She is, yeah, here, let me show you that video. Let me go over here and we'll go to here and to here. And yeah, she is quite the trooper, I tell you what. Her bear is cute. Hi, Ariella. Yeah, no, the food in the hospital is super, super, super bad. Super bad. She might be knocked out by now. I know she had dinner. I don't know how much of it she ate. I'm going to take her some proper food tomorrow. Maybe some fresh fruit or something. Hospital food is never very good. My dad was in the hospital in Olds, Alberta, actually, and his food looked and smelled pretty good, and he really gobbled some of it down. So, I mean, my dad was not a very picky eater. My mother has become more of a picky eater every day of her life, if she's listening. Yeah, but she is beautiful. It's a beautiful smile. But yeah, she might be, depending on what medications they've got her on. I don't know if she's listening or not. I could ask her if her ears are burning. She had some today, Stephen, and she said she didn't like it. It didn't taste like ice cream. I was so sad for her. Can't do two things at once when it comes to typing. Sorry. They had cake. They had cake last night, and she wouldn't. She didn't eat that either. She tried to give it to Dave, and he didn't want it. I took her cookies, and she gave them to all the staff. They do something to it. No, it was a little sealed cup. So I don't know. Maybe they make it in a special way, but it was just one of those little, I don't even know what they're called anymore, but those little cups of ice cream that used to come with the little wooden spoons, if you're old enough to remember that, like I am. Yeah, so I'm going to take her some proper, but and she even had truffles today. She had a truffle, a chocolate truffle. Um, and they're actually quite good, and she didn't even like that. So I don't know. I know her taste buds have definitely. Yeah, it is ice milk, probably not ice cream. It more than likely is nowadays. Absolutely. So I don't have much news other than what's going on with Mom. The chickies aren't going to be able to come up tonight. They had finals this week, poor girls. And as you all know, they all take like advanced courses for their age. And so the stuff is difficult and they needed a break. So I am just going to be here. I am happy to answer almost any questions that anybody has. I did think I'd show off some of my art. Stephen, I did see your message about that you got the coasters and that you like them, and I'm really glad. Yeah, that very much could be, Stephen. Sometimes those pain medications. So why was her? They don't know. They don't know why it's becoming dislocated. It is definitely defective somehow. Especially now. I was praying that it would fix it the very first time when she went in there, but it just snaps out of place whenever she tries to put weight on it or bends it. It just goes pop, no matter what. So it's either completely defective. I really did not want to hear and don't want to hear that she's going to have to go in for another surgery. I'm hoping. Yeah, yeah, very painful. She says she was at a 10 and then it tripled kind of thing. Question for Lorrie, why don't chicken have lips? Mm, Gorilla glue it? Yeah. Duct tape it, someone else suggested. I know the answer to that, Bushcraft, but I don't know the answer to that. Who would want to eat chicken lips? Anyway, I was talking about the coasters that I sent to Stephen. So yeah, those are gone, and I'm sending out two more sets. I donated a couple of sets to the autism. Um, Gosh, I don't even remember what it was for. It was for Melissa's crochet and something channel that I learned from Nisi. I'm so bad at keeping track of this stuff. I need to get better at doing that. I don't think they would look nice with lips either, but there is chicken lips. Aren't those in hot dogs? Yeah, I think they are. They do have lips. You just can't see them. You got to get really close to the beaks to see them. Yeah, they still, and there was no doctor in today. Of course, it's the weekend. I mean, there's the on-call doctor, or doctors who are there. I think it's just the one floor that's recovery, and she is in her own room. So that's kind of nice. And she does have a view, which it doesn't help on the weekend because, of course, there's nobody there on the weekend. But she does have a view of the roof that they're working on and all the people who are working. Yeah. Were they good, Stephen? Were they good hot dogs? Hot dogs. So I only have one set of coasters left to take to the market when I go. I don't know when I'm going to be able to go, and I may need to cancel my vacation. I need to decide on that quite quickly. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my whole deposit. Yeah, just ignore what she said. They were still delicious, chicken lips and all. Yeah, apparently they're not good, but I still like them too. I think I like them especially if you barbecue them, and I think that burning them over a fire gets rid of all the total nastiness. Hello, my lovely friend Gay. How are you? Wonderful to hear from you. We do have Timu or Temu or whatever it is up here. Their products are cheap, and from China. It's grilling counts as a fire. Absolutely. Absolutely. I did try ordering from them a couple of times, and the stuff that I've received, most of it has been worthwhile. Not all of it. I've had a couple of products that were defective, and I didn't bother getting back to them because the prices were so cheap, but maybe that's what they're depending on. Maybe, I don't know. But the packaging, a lot less packaging than the other big company who ships and buys everything sells. With their stuff, you get, like I don't know, a little box in another big box in another big box. And yeah, sometimes the cardboard is crazy and you got to get rid of it. They're getting better. They're doing more stuff in envelopes, but yeah. Oh, well, that's interesting to know and good to know. Yeah, I have ordered a few things, and I was going to go look at some more things. I don't know. We might as well support China and the rest of the world since it's all going to become one at some point, or so they say. Tea. Happy Tea Day. Tea Saturday. So I'm going to have to make more coasters because I do not have any other than these two to take with me. And then I thought I'd show off this fabulous piece. I don't know if I can show it off all at once. It's actually 5 pieces. I've got a couple of them that are finished. You can tell by the shine. See if I can hold them all up at one time. You can see part of them. Oh, come on, up we go. There, how's that look? You see there's two of them there that already have the resin on top, and then there's these three that just have the paint. But yeah, and that's good. Those are going to all have brackets, and I have not yet decided whether I will finish it for being outside and put it. These are the two that are finished. Very shiny. Or if I'll finish it for indoors with like black. Like right now, they're fan blades. So I guess I could put them back on my fan, but I think they'd probably be too heavy now that I put resin. Had I not put resin on them, I probably could have, because the paint didn't add that much weight. I could have used a different. But I was planning on putting them outside on my fence. And doing kind of like a peacock tail with them, you know, one and then two and then. They really would make good ceiling fans. I should not have. Well, I wouldn't want to after I put the resin on though. You wouldn't want to put them back up because it does make them so significantly heavier. And, well, let me see if it does or not. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's quite a difference in the weight in the between the two of them. This one is much lighter, but yeah, that's a very cool idea. I'll have to turn that into something. Anyway, and then clocks. I did finally put numbers on a clock. So let me put these somewhere, and I'll show you that. As you know, if you have one of my clocks, I don't like to. Hi, Nisi. Nisi has one of my clocks, and so does Stephen. But you know that I didn't attach the hands, and I didn't include any numbers. I guess I probably should have included numbers for people who wanted them on their clock, like Bunky. But I don't like to pick the spot where your 12 is going to go on your clock, right? Like I did this one here. I went ahead and I picked a spot that I liked for the 12 to go, and I went ahead and I put numbers on it and put the clock together, signed the back so that it's right side up and everything. And yeah, I did it. And then let's see here. I don't know if Bunky is there watching or not, but here is the twin to hers. This is the other one I made that I did not choose to send to her. It's reflective. This one's got resin on it, and the last one did not. Look at the difference in the reflective quality of that. I guess just like glass on top of it. That's pretty good. And then I'll show you one more. This is one of my favorites. Of course, because of the colors, right? Pink and purple and for the ooh. Yeah. And that's it for my art show tonight. That's not all my art, but I won't bore you for too long with it. It's fun. I am going to need to make some, well, we'll see. We'll see how things sell. I do think I'll make some more coasters anyway. Yeah, I love all the colors too. And they're all on my website if you ever want to go see more of what I have going on art wise. They're on my website. I think most of them are on there. The fan blades are not on there yet because I just did them. Oh, and let me show you. If I don't know if the chicks are there. I'm assuming that they are, so that's why I'm talking to them because I know they're doing stuff. I know they're like crazy busy. But let me show you. The first night that we poured paint together, this is how mine turned out. That was from our first paint pour. Could be my head. So, bushcraft, you never did answer the question. Why does a chicken not have lips? Okay, there's a weird noise going on in the other room. I'm going to go see what it is. It might be Mom's phone. I'll be right back. Oh, it stopped. So it probably was her phone. Right? You were asking me, like as if I would know. Why does a chicken not have lips? Look at my shirt. You can see right through it in their heads sometimes. Someone's got a green bow. Oh well. KK said she feels drained. I bet. That's a busy week. How many finals did they have to write? Each of them. Grape jams. I said I could answer almost any question, Charles. Yeah. I hated tests, especially when I was in college. Well, my first college that I went to, I switched colleges after my first 2 years and went to a different one for the next four. Ugh, they had finals from Wednesday till Friday, and KK just finished the SAT this morning. The test was 5.5 hours long. Oh my gosh, KK, you poor sweet thing. Go have a nice hot bath and a cup of cocoa and then sleep all day Sunday. Yes, no wonder she feels drained. Absolutely. You know, Free Handley, I was on your live earlier, and you said that your chat was jumping, and I had never seen mine do that before, and now mine is doing that. Yeah, bless her heart. But now she is free because now she is done with high school, right? And isn't she also partially done with her first year of college, should she decide to go to college? Please don't go away from home for college. Please, please, KK. Please. Oh my goodness. Gay, this is fantastic. She worked as a chicken cutter for KFC for several years. Chickens do have lips. Digest this. Chicken lips are actually part of its anal glands. I really hope they're not in hot dogs. That makes me very, very sad. Yeah, luckily I didn't have to take SATs. See, I skipped from about halfway through the 10th grade when I dropped out of high school till I was 40 something. Well, no, I went back. I went and got a GED a couple years after that, but the StreamYard, they have a server for lives and one for chat. So sometimes, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that doesn't seem so good. She is a senior next year. Okay, she will have 2 years of college done after next year. That is amazing. And Lori, she said she does not want to. I think we might live in an RV to keep close to her. Yes, 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 yes. I did all of my college, all 6 years of it, online. And I have a master's degree in business administration and a tech degree. So it's possible. Some are better than others. Do your homework if you ever should decide to go that way. Not advocating it. It's not for everybody, but there are ways. Or unless you want to, like, please, like, especially don't go to an Ivy League school. I know Harvard used to be all the jam, but please don't ever go there. Please, please, please. Yeah. Well, she could probably do the first couple of years grape jams because a lot of the first couple of years, well, she'll have the first 2 years already done, so she'll be able to jump right into, like, that's basically graduating high school with an associate's degree, right? She has 2 years of college done already, so she got another 2 years and she'll have her BA or her BS. I have a BS and an MBA. I did my 4 year degree in person, but that was the norm back then. I went to UOP for my master's, but it was literally another full time job and couldn't do it. It was just too much. Yeah, I hear you. Did my master's while I was teaching, but I cut back on my work for my master's. I only took one class at a time instead of taking two classes at a time. So it was like a part time job. While I was, and I would use study time in my classes to be able to do my own studying and my own homework and stuff. I would give the kids an assignment, we would talk about it, they would get to work on it, and I would get to work on my homework. And as long as they were good, I would let them just work on stuff. That is absolutely true. Um, God will reveal what's in store for her, just like He does for everybody. Interest in bio and music. Nothing like having two that really can't tie together, right? let's pick let's pick one subject from way over here and the other one from way over there. Oh yeah, see, you should have done it online. Yeah, that's probably, I believe that Bushcraft says I went to night school for computer science for about a month and the teacher passed me because I knew more than him. My very first day of being a teacher in middle school, and I did not train to be a teacher. I had just finished my BSIT degree and got a job working in a school teaching middle school students about technology and stuff. And so I went in the first day and I had a list of all the different skills that I had on a computer and made them all put their hands up when they had when they could do that skill and put their hand down when they couldn't. So there were some of them that were pretty advanced, but I found it was a good way to find out who was where. No blasted idea. An NBA, NBI. Yeah, my last several courses for my MBA were probably the favorite ones that I have. I was on a self-paced education plan, and so I didn't have to go into in the beginning, I would have to go into classes and you have to interact with people and you have to have discussion questions and everybody has to discuss the same question over and over and over again. And I complained about it all the time, but I always did it because, you know, it was required. But the last few, all it was you do your work and you don't have to interact with anybody. Here's your course load. Here's everything that you have to accomplish by the end of your course. Put it all together, and there you go. It's, I don't know, building an actual business plan or something like that. And like not just building, because building a business plan is more than just building a business plan. If you've ever done one, you know that there's lots of research that goes into it before you can do it, and there's market research, and there's accounting research, and there's product research, and there's business model research, and there's just all kinds of stuff that goes into deciding a business plan. But yeah, and then I never worked in a business other than I've worked for myself. I was talking about that today. I've worked for myself since 2006. I've had other jobs. I was a teacher during part of that, but I first opened my company in 2006 and have worked for myself since then. So that's kind of good. It's only been the last few years that I was able to do it full time from home and not as just a part-time gig on the side. You're never too old. You're never too old. Oh, absolutely. But you know what? You don't have to have a degree to be educated either, right? And especially now, there should be fewer people with degrees and more people with skills. You feel old. How old are you, Stephen? I know we're close to the same age. I think you're younger than I am, though. I turned 60 this month. 60. 60. Yeah, and you can learn. I mean, that's the thing. You can learn whatever you want to learn, right? I mean, the resources are out there. Same age as me. Okay, I thought so. I'm older than you by 6 months. Okay, so your birthday is like in December. You're studying law in the Philippines, but my passion is architecture. I would have loved to finish architecture. Oh, that would be fun. Punky is so sweet. She yelled and said, "You are not old." No, I'm only 60. I'm not even quite 60 yet. I have a few more days to go. A couple of weeks to go. Then I'll be 60. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I thought we were the same age. So you are not old. If I am not old, then you are not old. That's the bottom line, Stephen. We both need to get up and start walking more. Both of us. We'll end up like mom, can't move herself because she didn't do enough exercises before she had her surgery. Poor sweet thing. Yeah, me too. I feel older when I walk too, Stephen. But you know what? If my doctor tells me that the more you do it, the better it'll get. Yeah, see, maybe we should have a check-in group with each other. And we can check in. We can check in with each other in the morning and make sure we took our walk, whether it was out to the mailbox or out to the front porch, like at least something. I need to start having someone to hold me accountable because I am not very good at holding myself accountable. I tell you that. You'll have to check in from the couch. I couldn't be an architect because my coffee would slide off the drafting table. Keep each other accountable. Yes, exactly, right? You have a meetup group at, whatever, 10 o'clock every morning and say, did you take your walk in the last 24 hours? Think you can make it to the mailbox? Okay, well, see, that would be a start. Is your mailbox on the front of your house, Stephen? Lucky duck. Ours is not. Bunky will walk with you, and she's going to hold us both accountable, right? Yes, on the front of your house. Yeah, mine's not quite that close. Baby steps. You got to start with baby steps. One of my problems with exercises is I get all gung ho and I'm going to go and I'm going to exercise and I go and I exercise and I overdo it and then I hurt so badly for the next couple of days that I never want to exercise again. And that usually lasts again for sometimes years and years and years between one exercise session and the next. She said she will walk you like Fox. What does Fox drag behind too? Yours is on your porch. I hope they rest and take it easy after finishing because I know how stressful it is. Yeah, do they actually get some time off now? I hope, like from school at least. They need to. Yes, yay. Summer vacation. I know they love to go camping in the cabin to just take the whole world off, which looks fabulous. It's been almost an hour. I'm gonna go and grab Dave and make him come and say hello to everybody. Trey feels lost about what to do during summer vacay. Go take time with nature. Do that. Okay, give me one minute. Okay, yeah, he'll be here in just a minute. Oh, that can be an excellent idea too, because then you have escape pods to get away to. You know, I was thinking, moving a few more things so there's actually room for Dave when he comes, so he doesn't feel left out or like a wicked child. Move that over a bit too. Maybe turn the light. There, yeah, he'll be here and I don't know. You know how he is, right? Yeah, it's lovely to camp. I love camping. I love the fires. I think the one thing that I don't have here that keeps my home from being the perfect camping place is I don't have a lake or a river or a pond or a swimming pool. I don't have a source of water that I can go and float on. Otherwise, I would never have to go anywhere if I had that. Stephen likes camping as long as it's a Holiday Inn.
Me too.
You too. Are you gonna say hello? You're just gonna flop down and
I just flopping down.
You're not gonna say hello.
I'm here.
Stephen heard your great big giant sigh as you came walking in. Why did you push your chair so far away from the camera?
They can still see me.
Can't you come a little closer to me?
No.
Please?
No.
Why?
You might have cooties.
I don't have cooties.
You sure? You've been at the hospital.
I have been at the hospital.
They've got cooties everywhere out there.
Yes, glamping. And here he is, Mr. Magic Man himself.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh.
Say. Stephen says, hi, Dave. And Mama Jam says, hi, Dave.
Hi.
I think it says there's 9 people watching, but I think there's only a couple people chatting. Tammy was here. Bushcraft was here.
Bushcraft?
Yeah, Carlos, I think, is still here. Ariella, I think, is probably still listening and hanging out. She does the same thing on mine as I do on hers. She comes in and says hi, and then leaves it running, and kind of comes back and interacts every now and then. Yep, there's Bushcraft saying hi, Dave.
Hi.
Oh, we get a smile for Dave. There we go.
That's it. That's my best smile.
Oh. Oh, yes, and Gay is here as well from New Zealand. It's winter in New Zealand, though.
Yeah, how cold does it get in New Zealand in the winter?
Yes, how cold does it get in New Zealand in the winter? Oh, Ariel is, yeah, I see Ariel is still here. Oh, and Steven says, is it snowing, popular pouring?
What? In New Zealand?
In New Zealand, yeah. I don't think it ever snows there. I remember I did a snow video for her one year. When it snowed, like that one year when it like snowed 4 feet overnight or something.
What? So she could play it during her winter?
Yeah. It was over my boots in places. I remember that I had to stay out of some places because I stepped in and it went down inside my boot because it was taller than my boot. Oh, there you go. It doesn't snow where she lives, but there's a mountain nearby that is covered.
So what's the temperature at her place in the winter?
We're getting there. Steven says it was 87 degrees yesterday, and today it was only 60. Wow.
Where's he live?
It's still in Connecticut.
Oh, he's an East Coast guy. That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
It's been we've hit I think we hit the high 70s today.
Mid.
Oh, she says they have Celsius there, and it's currently 16 degrees. We have Celsius here in Canada too, but we don't know it.
It's 64 degrees.
No, it's 16.
60. That's Celsius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 64 degrees.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, 91. 90s all week. Still no rain.
Where are they at?
One of the M states.
What?
Minnesota, Michigan. I don't know. I don't remember. And I've shipped them so many times.
Well.
MN, is that right? Bushcraft is in Ohio. Yeah, that stinks, Charles. We haven't been Michigan. See, I told you it was one of them M states. And I don't know how many times I've shipped stuff to them, like a few anyway. And they're like my very best friends. I should remember that.
I don't know what to say.
So bad. It was so bad. The temps went down because I put the screens in the storm doors. Yes, of course they did. And now you can have a storm.
How it works.
Yeah, 57 in Australia.
Well, that's not cold.
Vineyard Papa says they turned off the rain. Yeah, we haven't had rain in over a month.
And there isn't any predicted.
And there's none predicted for
another week, 2 weeks. They say maybe in 2 weeks. By then we could die of thirst.
Yeah. Die of thirst.
Probably.
Yeah. But then we have backup.
Well, the water system's screwed up already anyway, so it's not.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah. Apparently, we have some people who still think it's a good idea to water their lawn. So they have nice, beautiful
green grass.
Green grass.
Because I like seeing green grass. I was told that by
someone.
The person.
By a person.
Yeah.
It was a person.
I water my lawn because I like to see it green.
Yeah, that's what we're getting. Ours is getting that way. It
what?
Should be crunchy, but it gets scary for a burn factor.
What? Ouch.
I mean, not necessarily for us, but like for their place.
Where?
Grape jams,
well,
the vineyard chicks.
I can understand them getting worried about getting dry. I'm not too worried about it getting dry here because I let it burn every year.
Yeah.
I don't water my lawn at all.
Yeah, I mean, I water my garden, but I don't water my lawn. Yeah, soft grass is nice, but
I've never watered my lawn. I've never watered a lawn.
It doesn't get properly cold down there. No real winter, just a rain season.
Oh, New Zealand, yeah.
Australia. She's in Australia.
Australia.
Probably similar though.
You got to be careful because I know if you say
New Zealand has more mountains, I think.
We had an Australian guy that worked for a New Zealand guy worked for us, and I say, "You from Australia?" And he got all pissed off.
Oh dear.
They get all upset. They think you named the wrong country.
I want to say she's in Melbourne, but I could be wrong. She's in the southern. Oh, look, I was right.
What?
She is in Melbourne.
Outside of Melbourne or in the city?
Yeah, exactly. Don't water the grass. When it dies in the summer, you don't need to mow it.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Sometimes we get dandelion stalks that stick out that we have to mow off.
I mow that.
Good night, Nisi. Thanks so much. Yes, I'm hoping that she's watching or that she can watch tomorrow. Like I said, she might be sleeping. If she is, all the better. Gay says she's in New Plymouth, so the temps are about the same. On Prison Island. Ariella! Thought that was Alcatraz.
Well, no, Australia was a prison island.
Australia was, yes. Oh, I thought she was talking about New Zealand.
Oh,
New Plymouth.
is that New Zealand?
That's New Zealand, yeah.
Okay.
That's where Gay is at.
Okay.
Well, it has been about an hour, and yes, as you can imagine, we're pretty exhausted around here. So I think I'm going to call it a night. And, oh, there you go.
What?
I love Melbourne. The shops are to die for. We could go shopping there, honey, on a Saturday.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. Why not?
Because we're not in Melbourne.
Well, we could go there.
No, we can't go there.
Why?
I'm afraid of the Aussies.
You're afraid of the Aussies? She has her tablet with her. Yes, indeed. And she does get up and look at it. She loves seeing your messages. She might not respond to them because that can be difficult for her. She's kind of sometimes a little bit loopy. And she might not have her glasses nearby, so she can't really see to type. And, you know, she's a bit of a perfectionist, all those things. So she might not answer, but yeah, she definitely looks at them and she loves to hear
If she
them.
doesn't have her glass, how can we look at it?
She go like this.
God, she's goofier than hell. Can't believe it.
It was her that responded to your last message. She forwarded it to me. Was her response to you, I think. She did like a reply all and a forward at the same time or something. And then I saw that you got your coasters and I was so excited. That you didn't hate them.
Who?
Steven.
Oh.
He got his coasters. He bought coasters from my store. He is my only customer on my store. I love him so much.
God.
Oh, so even the outlet stores are they still there, or have they like blocked everything up and moved on? That is sad. So many businesses down the tube. Yes, yes, I did receive them.
Okay.
It took me long enough to ship them.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours.
How do you figure?
Well, you were here.
Sit. Well, I could leave.
You didn't ship
so you
them.
can mail your stuff.
You didn't remind me to ship them every day.
Come on.
But I can blame you if I want to.
I didn't do it.
It's my party. No, he did not do it. It's not his fault at all, but I'm going to blame him anyway because I love him.
Yeah, only as long as the manservant does his job.
Came to the hospital with me yesterday. Mom sure appreciated that.
What, for me giving her a bad time?
In the hallway, yeah.
For saying, I told you not to do that.
Yeah. I guess I should have stopped her.
She had a perfect chance when we got in the car to take her in there. She says, can I cancel yet now? Can I cancel now? And I said, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I better go. Okay.
All right, Gay, sweet lady, thank you so much for coming in. Take good care of yourself. He says they were packaged very well. He almost broke out the chainsaw to open them up. Well, I didn't want them to slip.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that is sad. Sad to see.
What?
We're not seeing, well, we're seeing some of the, I don't know. I don't go to any of the bigger stores. I almost went to Mark's Work Warehouse today.
Who?
The blue jean shop.
Oh, Mark's?
Mark's Work Warehouse.
It's just Mark's.
Mark's, whatever.
Mark's Work Warehouse.
Yeah, that's the full name of the store.
It's on the front of the store. It says Mark's.
And underneath that, in smaller letters.
Oh, well, let's be technical. Everybody reads. Everybody reads the small print.
Doesn't everybody read the small print?
Jeez.
I don't know. I read the small print.
So everybody's looking for, what'd you call it? Mark's what? Work Warehouse?
Work Warehouse.
So they're driving around looking for Mark's Work Warehouse. All they see is Mark's. Well, that can't be
no,
it.
everybody knows, but these guys aren't from here. People here know that Mark's is Mark's.
They're lucky.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all.
Night all. You done?
Just